studio in Brooklyn, and where I do mostly a lot of thinking and 2D drawing and mixed media work. I do work, there's painting, collage, and it's the same process that I do with the sculpture. And you can see the sculpture in the background. Those are about 3 feet tall, the glass pieces. It's the same idea of cutting and, mixing colors and making a canvas and collaging other pieces on top of it. So it's creating like a movement and, thinking in the same way, expanding vocabulary, using the same shapes and images. So I do this work in Brooklyn, and as you can see, I got myself a keyboard over the COVID time. It was the middle of winter, and I was going a little crazy. So I do that here, and then I have I did some work at Urban Glass the last several years. But I also have a space out in Pennsylvania where I have a huge studio where I can do glass, I can cut wood, I can cut metal and do all that. So I can go back and forth, which is great. So this is half the studio space out there. It's the working half where I have a sanders and grinders and drill presses and, cutting boards. And in the back, there's a kiln and all my raw materials and different, I can have grinding and drilling equipment for glass as well as for other, wood and metal. So I can do all kinds of different things there and all the outdoor space in the world. So it's really nice to have that. And on the other side, Steve, yeah, this is the other side. So I insulated and drywalled this whole space and built those closets in the back. But this side I made it a little nicer and a little cleaner, so you can use it like a gallery space, quote unquote. And I can put the work up and leave it up, and people can come in and see it. And I can also get some perspective, be able to look at it, and have the height, like those pieces in the back that are the lip pieces, which I just, the more recent, those are 6-8 feet tall. They're individually cast, and they're about 17 inches each, and they're, they sort of, there's a movement and color formation going on, that they take up a lot of sort of physical room. There's like I like creating things that sort of viscerally relate to the body. So including the hearts in the front are actually real human heart shape size. So,
but they weren't molded from human hearts.
No. This piece was done and shown in Brooklyn down at the Backyard Garden, which is in Red Hook. And those pieces are, other than the copper tubing and the metal, I think that piece came from a tractor of some sort. The pieces that look like glass are actually resin, 2-part mixed resin and colored, mix of different colors in it, and they're shaped. The idea came from leaves from plants. So it was perfect to put it outdoors in a garden. So the inspiration were plants, shapes. And there's another one. You can see the translucency. So I really love having the movement, the color, and the translucency, which also, I do that in glass as well. But these, of course, are more weather resilient. Now it's permanently installed out in Pennsylvania. And it's gone through this past winter where we had 4 feet of snow, and it survived.
All right.
And here are some pieces that are the same as the ones that were very similar to the ones in my studio. And aside from, they're kiln formed, and then there are cast pieces that are tack fused on top. So they're 3D. But the one on the left is also drilled, and it has a metal table saw attached to it, and then a glass piece on top of that. So I really like to try to push the boundaries of glass. Unlike I don't like the press. I don't want to make it so precious. It's more just another sculptural material, which is fun. Here is some. This is a little more up close image of the same lips that were on the wall in the studio. So you can get a little more of the idea of the colors. And this is all made with crushed glass. So I actually paint. Like when I'm filling in the molds, I say, okay, I'm going to put some of this color and then some of this color. And I can control, for the most part. Glass does move, when it's hot. But for the most part, I can control what colors go where, which is really fun. So I'm painting in 3D. And this is another one. And actually on this one, there are some cello keys attached to them as well. You can see them, the 3 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Here's a close-up of the double heart that was actually at the Osam gallery show last fall. And these are 2 hearts connected together with copper tubing, and drill holes through them and bind them.
Okay.
And this is 1 heart, and it also has this piece is pink and white and clear, and I added lead, hot lead, like the lead that you use to make stained glass windows, where or plumbing lead, I just dripped it on in different spaces, different parts of it, so it's very much, again, like painting surface. These are some lures, and unlike fish lures that are 2-3 inches, these are maybe 2-3 feet long. So they are, again, body size, you can relate to them, and they have different kinds of hooks and trolling hooks and turnbuckles, and they were each individually cast. Oh, and big fish, big tuna hooks, and they're all individually cast with. And I again controlled the color, like the one has orange with green color in it, and so on.
Did you have any experience fishing?
Yes, I used to love to fish. I used to fish with my father, and I used to fish with my uncle in Greece. So I have a lot of good memories of that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And this is an image of, I showed these pieces at Washington Square Galleries, which is the NYU Washington Square. They have like an installation space right on the park there, which is nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
If we have any questions now, thank you, Tina. That was great. Tina.